Hi, I'm Emily from Mind Body Dharma, and I'll be teaching a yoga stretch class. So it's all about releasing tension in your body right after a long day. Maybe you've been sitting for a long time or standing and feeling a little bit tight. This flow will really help you out. And we're going to end with a nice and relaxing meditation. So let's get started. So go ahead and lay on your back. I'm going to start on our back today. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze here, wrapping your arms around your shin bones, rock side to side. I'm going to do about 20-ish minutes of stretching, just kind of a light yoga flow, and then 10-minute meditation at the end. So take another big breath into your belly and hold. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. You can bend your elbows for a little bit more support or stick your arms out long. Exhale, flop your knees over towards your right. Allow them to rest on the ground and then gently gaze over your left shoulder. Fill up your belly. Exhale, squeeze to let air out. One more of those. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, knees back to center. Exhale to your left. Maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Couple deep breaths here. So focusing on filling your belly up. And on your exhale, wring your belly out like a washcloth. It's really helpful for circulation. You might even feel some release in your low back. This is a really great stretch to do right after working if you've been sitting at a desk for a long time. Let's take one more big breath here. And strong exhale. Inhale, release your knees back to center. Exhale, kick your legs up to the sky. It doesn't matter about your legs being super straight. I have a hamstring injury, so you might see me modifying by bending my knees here. But the key here is just to kick your legs up to the sky. We're going to find a little stretch in the back of our legs. So place your hands behind your thighs, or maybe if you're feeling more open today, you can catch your ankles or your calves. Just hold here, create some tension. So start to pull your hands towards your belly. This is a PNF type stretch, so you're going to create your own resistance, and then press your legs into your hands. So making the backs of your legs active here. And release. Let's do that one more time. So press into your legs as you press your legs away from you as you pull them towards you, creating that resistance, and let it go. When we do these types of opposing moves, it can be really helpful to release tension. We're going to do a couple more of those throughout practice in a different way. So inhale, reach your arms up as far as you can. Now exhale, bend your knees. Happy baby pose. You can catch the outsides of your feet, or if your tailbone is really flopping up off your mat, maybe hold on to your ankles or your calves. The key here is to flatten out your back. So if you rolled side to side, you feel every inch of your low back on the mat. Take one more breath here, maybe to play, opening a leg out if that feels good. And release. Hands behind your thighs. We're going to take a couple rock and rolls. So imagine that you're having a little back massage. Go at your own pace. If this doesn't feel good, just slowly make your way up into a seat. But if you're loving it, let's take a couple more rock and rolls. Imagine a full body massage. All right, last one here. Cross your ankles once you arrive. Inhale, put your hands up to the sky. Exhale, round your wrists. Let it go. Nice. Inhale, reach your hands all the way back up. This time, exhale, flex your wrists as you go down. Pause halfway here. If you're like me, you might feel your nerves starting to wake up, especially when we're typing. We're in one position all day. This could be really intense to change it up. So breathe here and exhale, release. Last one of these, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, flex your wrists and hold. This time, rotate them down. So opposite motion here. Curl your fingers in, make a fist, and release them out. Flex the right. Let's do that one more time. So down, curl, fist, out, down. Inhale, reach all the way back up. Exhale, round your wrists, let it go. Find tabletop. You can switch your legs out to the side. So hands and knees. You want your shoulders right on top of your wrists and your hips right on top of your knees. Take a big breath in, dip your belly down, find cow pose. This is a great release for your belly, which we tend to tighten throughout the day, especially with anxiety. Exhale, round your upper back. Squeeze your belly. Inhale, dip your belly down again. This time, exhale, round up and pause. So staying here in cat pose. See if you can shrug your shoulder blades down your back to make your neck long. So we have a tendency to keep our neck really tight here. See if you can create some space. From here, holding your cat. Lift your right arm up to the sky, balancing on your left hand. Find a full thoracic spine or upper back rotation. Inhale here, exhale, thread the needle. So just slide your right hand underneath your left armpit. Release your right ear to your mat. Little twist here for your upper body. You might feel this in your low back a little bit, but see if you can transfer your weight slightly forwards and press into your left hand for more support. So the focus here is on your right shoulder and upper back. Take another breath into your belly here. If you want to add on, you can extend your left leg behind you for a deeper twist, only if that feels good. If you want a little bit more, even if your leg is out already or if it's bent, you can place your left hand on your tailbone. So again, all of these are just options. Go with what works for your body. Exhale, press into your left hand, unwinding, reach your right arm all the way back up. Wiggle your fingers, say hello. Exhale, release. Left side, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross underneath your right arm, releasing your left head, your left ear down to your mat, your left head. We have two heads. Clearly my brain is still waking up here after working today. So breathe into your belly. Exhale out your mouth. You might notice one side is slightly tighter than the other. That's okay, just go with it. Go a little bit easier on your tighter side. Breathe into your body. If you extended your leg on the other side, try to balance again here. Maybe same thing if you reach your hand behind you. You can tell if you're watching me that I'm a little bit less stable on this side. We're not always symmetrical. Exhale, release your right hand back to your mat. Bend your right knee if it was straight. And reach your left arm all the way back. Exhale, release hand to mat. Tuck your toes, rise on up into a heel sit. This is probably my least favorite exercise, but it's super effective. Because when we wear shoes a lot, or even if you aren't wearing shoes during shelter in place, like me, your feet can get really tired of holding the same position. So here we're stretching the arches and releasing some tension in our toes. If this is totally unbearable, rise up onto your knees. It's a gentler release. You can stay there. All right, let's distract the mind while we stretch it out. So inhale, float your arms out in front of you. Eagle arms. Exhale, right elbow inside left. I like to keep my hands separate for eagle arms rather than a traditional bind. A, because it's more accessible, and B, because you can actually get more benefits in your upper back. We tend to round forwards unless we're absolute pros in the bind. So really give yourself the opportunity here to keep your hands open so that you can broaden your shoulders and draw them down your back. Squeeze your belly in tight for support. Inhale to lift your arms slightly up here, focusing on your elbow. Exhale to dip it down. If your feet are really bothering you, you can release the heel sit, sitting on your shins. Rotate right and left. Last one. And release. Let's tap on our feet, give them a little bit of a break. So flop the tops of your feet onto your mat. All right, other side. Find your heels again. If you can bear it, rise up onto your knees. Arms out long, left elbow in, right hand towards your face. Take a big breath in, shrug your shoulder blades down your back, squeeze your core so you can sit up a little bit straighter. Now gentle pulses up and down, right and left. And focusing the movement on your elbows. Last 3, 2, my feet are burning, and 1. Ooh, tap it out. Go. All right, downward facing dog. If you find that you have a tight lower back or hamstrings, I invite you to bend your knees in your downward facing dog. This is definitely an okay choice to make in any yoga class. You can always bend your knees in your downward dog. It actually will help open up your back. So you see, I can actually extend my upper back farther up into the sky and keep my hips lifted. Then maybe if I had straightened my legs, I might be more further forwards, which puts strain on my wrists. So I invite you to bend your knees today, especially in the stretch class. Take a big breath here. And exhale, let it go. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Let's find a nice forward fold. Cradle your elbows, tucking your wrists inside your elbows. Nod your head yes, and shake it no. Inhale, release your hands to your mat. Flat back hands to your shins or your mat, your preference, depending on how tight your hamstrings are. If you have your hands on your mat and your back is rounded, bring your hands to your shins. Take a big breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Let's do a couple shakes here. So you can find a wider stance if you find yourself having a hard time balancing, separating your toes. Inhale, find a flat back. This time, stick out your tongue. Really let your arms and head go, releasing tension in your neck. Last one, inhale, flat back. Exhale, flutter your lips, relax your face. We actually hold our fight, flight, freeze response in our facial muscles, and our nervous system will respond to that. So if you have really, really tight lips or your brow is furrowed, we pick up on stress. So the more that you can relax your face in this class will help you also relax your stress levels. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Exhale, gently place them behind the back of your head. So it's a little bit of pressure here as you release your neck, breathing into your belly. See if you can relax your head even more, gazing all the way behind you, even at your belly button. Now bend your knees even more deeply, maybe resting your chest on top of your thighs. Exhale, press into your heels as you slowly stack your spine. Imagine your little accordion stacking, opening up one little piece at a time. Clearly, I don't know how accordions work. Inhale, release all the way up to the sky. Sometimes you just pick a bad extended metaphor and go with it, right? Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, raise your hands all the way back up. Exhale, let's find a baby back bend. Bend your elbows, open up your heart. Let's make it even juicier, reaching your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your elbows together. See if you can bring your palms to touch. Instead of hanging out in your wrists like I'm doing right now, see if you can squeeze your palms to touch. That will help activate your upper back a little bit more. Take another big breath in. Exhale, fold over your legs. Dangle your head down, shake it, no to stress, no to tension, and yes for relaxing and releasing it. Exhale, release your hands back down to your mat. Inchworm all the way out, keeping your legs straight for a little bit of a stretch. Find your downward facing dog. Exhale, find plank pose. Option to just stay in downward facing dog if you're not feeling plank today. 2 variations, one to lower your knees, or you can keep your knees lifted. I'm going to demo with my knees lowered. for the first time. Exhale, bend your elbows by your ribcage, not flaring out like a traditional push-up. Keep them tucked in by your ribcage. Hold here. Scoop your belly all the way through. Find cobra pose. If you run into a plant, you can scooch back on your mat, just like me. Exhale, release your forehead to your mat. Inhale, shrug your shoulder blades away from your heart again, baby cobra. Exhale, let it go. Let's stretch out our abs even more. So walk your hands 1 to 2 inches back. If you have any low back issues, I would skip this one. Press your feet together, squeezing your inner thighs. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Let's find up dog. So straightening your arms and keeping your thighs lifted above your mat. It's really important to activate the back of your body. And then exhale, downward facing dog. If you skip that one, just join us in downward facing dog. Let's stretch out our calves. We tend to forget these, but they're so integral to the way that our legs function. So bend your knees one at a time. This might be enough of a stretch for you, but if you're craving more, take your right foot, press into your left heel, down into your mat. One more breath here. Exhale, switch sides. Breathing here. Inhale, back to downward facing dog. Exhale, bend both knees. Walk or hop towards your hands. Inhale, flat back here. Exhale, shake it out. Inhale, slowly stack your spine. Slight bend in your knees as you rise all the way up. Float your hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Let's wake up our shoulders. So exhale, flop your right arm down. Little dead weight here. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, flop your left arm down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, flop your right arm down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left arm. And lift. Now start to spiral your arm open towards your right and spiral your arm open towards your left. Right and left. Just getting a little upper back rotation here and activating our shoulders. Last one here. Come back to center, arms up. Now exhale, part your hands, place them behind your head. Lean back into your fingers. So your fingers are separated here, pressing the back of your head. This is a great stretch for your bicep. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Crumple forwards, bringing your elbows together. Slowly fold. Go ahead and catch your elbows, finding a deep bend. And release. Hands to your mat. Step back. You can move through one of those high to low planks or vinyasas, or you can just go back to downward facing dog or tabletop. If you're going to go through a vinyasa, same thing that we did before, on your knees, or you can keep your legs lifted as you scoot through. Downward dog. All right, let's switch it up. So inhale, pick your right leg up. Exhale, step your foot all the way through for a low lunge. If it didn't get all the way through, say halfway, go ahead and take your right hand and just pick it up, move it there. Once you arrive in your low lunge that feels good to you, take a big breath in. Maybe bring your fingertips only towards your mat. And then exhale, gently straighten your front knee as far as it will allow. Little hamstring stretch for the belly of your thigh. Exhale, rebend your front knee. Twist, left hand down, right arm all the way up, low lunge twist. Exhale, release, hand back to mat. Let's find warrior two. So rotate your back toe towards 45-degree angle, leaving your left heel on your mat. Press into your right heel as you spiral your arms up. Warrior two. Inhale here. See if you can flex your fingers, activate your arms, start to turn on your bicep, maybe even make the guns pose where the beach is, whatever works for you, activate everything, and then let it go. Again, finding these oppositions to release tension. So inhale, find warrior two again. Activate your arms. One more time here, warrior two. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let it go. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, flip your front palm, reach back, reverse. Getting a full side body stretch here. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, straighten your front knee, reach forward. You might have heard my hip pop, yours might too. Find triangle pose. If this feels really unstable, you can actually walk your stance in a little bit so it's shorter and make it wider so that one foot is on each edge of your mat. Really great hack here to make it feel like you're not going to fall over, especially if you're new to yoga. Exhale, release. Bring your left hand down, finding a wide-legged forward fold. We're going to turn to face you. Finding a wide-legged forward fold. Your toes are turned slightly inwards. Your heels are slightly out. Again, dangle your head here. Hopefully you're a pro at this now. Gazing at your navel. Nod your head yes. Shake it no. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Kick your left leg back up and find your downward facing dog. One more side to go. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through for your low lunge. Again, you can pick up your foot and move it if needed. Find a little halfway lift here. Exhale, slight straighten of your knee. Hamstring stretch. Inhale, rebend here. Exhale, plant your right hand, find a twist. Inhale, release your left hand. Exhale, rotate onto your right heel, rise on at warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Skipping our arm flex since it goes for both sides. Exhale, find triangle pose. Straighten your left knee. Bring your hands down. Left hand can rest on your ankle, maybe on your mat. Again, if this feels really wobbly here, you can step your foot out, find a wider stance. Exhale, release, right hand spirals down, find your wide-legged forward fold. You step the foot out, just come back into alignment. Let's shake it out. Inhale, rotate towards the front of your mat. Exhale, plant your hands, kick your leg back, and let's find child's pose. Lower your knees down to your mat. Release your arms out long, forehead to the ground. Breathe into your belly here. Exhale out your mouth. You can walk your hands over to your right. Stretching out your side body. And slowly walk them over towards your left. Might feel a release in your low back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, slowly roll up into a seat. We'll find our meditation. So find your favorite meditation pose. Maybe that's seated, laying against a wall. You can go sit in a chair if you like, or lay on your mat. A few little sound bowls here for you today. So, sorry about that. The bowls are ready. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat or pose. Climb down and close your eyes. Take a big breath into your belly. Hold. Exhale out your mouth. One more of those. Inhale, full belly hold. Exhale, let it go. Imagine as you settle into your meditation pose that a glowing beam of light like a ray of sunshine, floats across your face, feeling its warmth relax the muscles in your face, imagining that everywhere this beam of light touches, your body just melts and relaxes. Imagine this beam of sunshine traveling down your neck, helping you release your jaw, any tension in your throat. Imagine it's traveling down your torso, grazing your belly, your legs, and feet. You are completely at peace. All of your muscles have been stretched, have moved. You no longer need to hold onto any tension. You can let it go. You can choose to be free. Now, in this space that you created, place of calm and relaxation, I invite you to consider the sound of these bowls. Imagine that every vibration, every ripple of sound travels straight into your heart, filling you up with this feeling of light. Just like the light that washed over you, calming your body. Imagine the sound calms your spirit. Know that no matter how dark it gets, you're never truly alone. You're never truly submerged in things you cannot see or challenges you can't overcome. You always have this little space of light in your heart. You can always go there and return home. Breathe into your heart space. And imagine that with every breath, this little ball of light begins to grow. No longer just occupying your heart, but expanding out into your ribcage. Like the sun beginning to rise over the ocean. Watch as the rest of your body begins to be bathed in light. Imagine your entire being engulfed in this golden glow, filled with peace, calm, surrender. And as you continue to breathe, imagine that this light begins to escape your boundaries. Escape out through your skin and into the room around you. Filling your room with light.
visualize your entire home becoming this bright golden glow. Watch as the light rapidly expands into the rest of your hometown, city, new place, whatever home feels like for you. Watch as it spreads through the entire state, country, world. The entire world filled with golden warmth, connected, united, whole. And as you imagine this entire planet filled with warmth, whisper in your mind a wish. Maybe that's a wish for health or equity, equality, being seen, being heard, change, peace. Whatever your wish is, solidify it. Repeat it 3 times. Watch as your wish bounces around this globe of lights, becomes absorbed, becomes true. Sometimes we only need one seed to grow an entire tree. Take a big breath into your belly and hold. Exhale out your mouth. Gently make your way to your side if you're lying down. Or if you're already seated, maybe take a stretch. And we'll all slowly make our way to a seat to close class with one final breath. Once you arrive, you can pancake your hands over your heart in sign of gratitude and presence, or maybe press your hands into your thighs for grounding, if you choose. Take a big breath into your belly and hold. Exhale, let it go. Thank you, each and every one of you. I honor your trust in letting me guide you today. I hope that this yoga stretch class helped you unwind, relax, release tension, and the meditation at the end resonated with you. Thank you so much. Namaste.